All right. Hi, hi everyone, and welcome to TWF. Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Friday Night Smackdown. I am, I am, I am Michael Cole here with, well, I'm Michael Cole here with the Jackal, and with Elois and the Jackal. And today on Friday Night Smackdown, we got Roman Reigns here, but we also got Jesus the Freer, Jesus the Healer. You got that right, Elois said. And now we gotta put all these things away just so we can, get the one we want. Yeah, you're right about that. We got Jesus the Healer here, Jesus the Freer here, and sadly we're gonna have Roman Reigns here too. We're gonna have Jesus the Healer here, which is good, but having Roman Reigns here, not so good. Corey Graves says. I mean, not so good here. Elois says. Well, I'll tell you one thing that Jackal says. I got someone I need to tell you. Someone else who's gonna be here today. Someone who Roman Reigns has said a lot of shitty things about over the year and a half. And that man will be Kenny Omega. You're telling me Kenny Omega's in the TWF? Michael Cole says, you're not pulling our leg, this is not no stunner lark. No, it's true. Kenny Omega is in the TWF. Would I lie to you? Yeah, we don't got Adam Cole, we don't got the Young Bucks. But we do have Kenny Omega and John Morrison. He's one more follower to make it right, but one more follower to make it right. Well, we'll have to see if that happens or not. Michael Cole said, we'll have to see if you're making up shit or you're, telling the truth. Michael Cole says, I am not making up shit. It's not a stunt, not a lark. Kenny Omega's here, the Jackal says. Is he, Elois said? We'll have to see. Hi, I'm Jesus the Healer, Jesus the Freer, Son of God, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Earl of Earls, Kaiser of Kaisers, and I came here 200 years ago to show men and women how they truly should be loving and worshiping God, how they should be kinder, how they should be loving, and also to scape those who were doing wrong at the time. But also, I did wonders too. I helped the blind see, the deaf hear, and the lame walk. I also stood up to those who I felt I scathed those and stood up to those who I believed was doing wrong and were not worshiping and loving God the way that it should be done. And during my lifetime, I picked folks that no one else would have anything to do with, because I saw good in them and I saw that they could do good. And at the end, I yielded my life. And through my death, through my blood, God, he so loved the world, God loved all mankind and womankind so much, he gave me as a gift. And my gift was to die on that board. And through my death, through my blood, God and I, healed and saved everyone, healed and freed everyone from death, from sin, and also from away from Lucifer's evil. Since God so loved the world, he was willing for me, Jesus, his only son, to go through that. And I was willing to go through all that too. And so many folks out there need to know that is the true meaning of Yule, onlooking my birth. And, hey, Jesus, it's good to see you. Kenneth Omega, good to see you too. And I want to say, Jesus, I love you and I onlook you and I worship you, and I understand that God loves me for being me. That you love me for being me. And at the end of the day, that is all that's truly needed. You know? And some folks, there. Well, that is right, Kenny Omega. You are right about that. And thank you for dying for me, Jesus. Thank you for forgiving me. Thank you for loving me and freeing me from sin, freeing me from death, and giving me a stead in heaven with you and God. Well, you are welcome, Kenny Omega. You are welcome. And I must go now, Jesus says. But at least one of you today now knows my love and my onlook for you all. Alright, Kenny Omega says, some of you folks out there might say, I'm in a TWF now? How did that happen? How did the third AEW heavyweight fighter, former IW heavyweight fighter, AAA heavyweight fighter, NJPW heavyweight fighter, Kenny Omega show up in a TWF? As you can see, I do not have my friends with me. I don't have the Young Bucks. There's no Nick Buck, no Matt Buck. I don't got Adam Cole with me. So it's just me going in alone. But my overseer, the Jackal, Osiris, Don Covens, whatever you want to call him, didn't lie when he said I was coming to the TWF. And I got a certain man by the name of Roman Reigns who thinks he's the king. He thinks he's the Kaiser. He thinks he's the head of a board, overlord, kin leader, world heavyweight fighter, whatever ranks he wants to give himself. He's got everyone believing that he's the greatest of all time. Bullshit. I am the greatest of all time. I am still the AEW heavyweight fighter. Yeah, it's true, Roman Reigns may have won the World Heavyweight winnings in WWE before I won the AEW heavyweight winnings. But more folks seem to care about, but I beat a lot of folks so many times, it's not even funny. So Roman Reigns, you want to come out now? And deal with the Gatherer. Is that your name? Roman Reigns says. You come out on my show? You call yourself the Gatherer? Don't make me fucking laugh. You are not greater than me. Kenny Omega, no one even fucking don't even fucking know who you are. You ain't the greatest of all time. You're not like me. You don't beat them and stack them and leave. Shut the fuck up. You don't do any of that shit. You're just a small wrestler who couldn't make it in WWE. And somehow, after his run in NJPW and AJPW and PWG and ROH and OVW and UPW before it shut down, and somehow in AAA, and somehow then went to AEW, and you think beating Dean Ambrose for the AEW heavyweight winnings is a big deal? I beat both the Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman to become the world heavyweight fighter in WWE. I beat a lot more folks than you beat. I beat Edge, I beat Daniel Bryan, I beat Bray Wyatt, I beat Braun Strowman, I beat Antonio Cesaro. Who else did I beat? Oh, I beat Rey Mysterio, I beat Brock Lesnar, I beat John Cena. I beat Jey Uso. I beat Jey Uso. Who did you fucking beat? No one. Hell, I even beat Biggie Langston and Bobby Lashley. And I beat Drew McIntyre. And I'll beat Biggie Langston again. You didn't do shit. Oh, who'd you beat? Oh, you beat Chris Jericho. I beat Chris Jericho. I beat Daniel Bryan. I beat Chris Jericho, Dean Ambrose, Jack Swagger. Who else did I beat? I beat Rick Flawn. But you lost to Christian Cage. And soon you're gonna lose to some other not well known called Pac-Man fucking Page. Soon you'll lose to Pac-Man Page. Then the only winnings you'll have in your gathering is the AAA heavyweight winnings. If I wanted to, Kenny Omega, I could beat everyone. And I'll beat you. You're not this great wrestler. I don't care what any of the AEW followers say. You're shit. Well, Roman, everyone hates you. Every time you show up on Friday Night Smackdown, they boo, they bitch. But when I show up on Dynamite and Rampage, they love me. Bullshit, Roman Reigns says. No one likes you. You hang out with cast-offs that couldn't make it in WWE. You hang out with Adam Cole, baby, that couldn't make it, Roman Reigns said. Yeah, whatever. You hang out with the Young Bucks. Two skinny little shits, Roman Reigns says, that when they were in WWE, they couldn't cut it. So the only friends you got are folks that couldn't cut it in WWE. And I don't see Adam Cole here. I don't see Nick Buck or Matt Buck here. I don't see any of your friends here. Your own overseer, the Jackal, Osiris, whatever you want to call him. He ain't going to be backing you up. How about we have a fight here today, Roman Reigns? How about we have Kenny Omega take on the Kin Leader, the head of the board, the Overlord, the World Heavyweight Fighter, the King of Kaiser, Roman Reigns. Kenny Omega, good to see you in the TWF, Astronema says. Jimmy and Jey Uso, is this going to be a hang-up? Alright, good to see you, Astronema says. It's good to see you. Roman, get out of my way so I can look at Kenny. It's good to... It's good to see you here in the TWF. The AEW heavyweight fighter. Even though I don't watch AEW. I can't get into it. But whatever. You're a good wrestler. But I'm the only one that can make fights around here. So, the way I look at it, I'm the only one that can make fights around here. So today, it will be Roman Reigns going one-on-one with Kenny Omega. But it will not be for the world. It will not be for the world. It will not be, but it will not be for the world heavyweight winnings. Now, let me tell you why Kenny Omega, why it will not be. Now, it will be for the world heavyweight winnings. Now, if you forgive me, I gotta go now. You know, I said Astronema, and I'll tell you one thingy Clipper says. You can bitch all you want, Roman Reigns, but you're fighting Kenny Omega. You should be thankful that the world heavyweight winnings ain't on stake. Well, shit. Well, it's going to be for the World Heavy... Well, we're going to see Kenny Omega fight Roman Reigns here for the World Heavyweight winnings. But no, not for the World Heavyweight winnings, Michael Cole said. Just a non-winning fight. Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing that Jackal says. I do like Roman Reigns. I do think he's a great wrestler. But he's in the ring with my man, Kenny Omega. Oh, your man, Kenny Omega. Is that who you calling him? Elois said, your man, Kenny Omega. And Kenny Omega going right after Roman Reigns, Michael Cole says. And Kenny Omega, which the Jackal calls him his man, is taking on Roman Reigns right now with a drop kick and another drop kick by Kenny Omega. Well, Kenny Omega is the gatherer, the Jackal says. He gathers winnings. Yes, it's true. The only winnings he hasn't gathered is the WWE heavyweight winnings. But he gathered the IW heavyweight winnings until he lost it to Christian Cage. He gathered the AAA heavyweight winnings, and he won AEW winnings from Dean Ambrose. Well, the way you talk about him, Lois said, you put his head in the clouds already. And there a body slam by Kenny Omega, Michael Cole said. You make Kenny Omega out to be the greatest wrestler and fighter of all time, but that's your thought and belief, Michael Cole said. Yeah, it is his thought and belief that Kenny Omega can't do any wrong. Or Kenny Omega is a great wrestler, Lois said. Who's beating up Roman Reigns right now, the Jackal says. Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega missed. He just missed out of nowhere. Roman Reigns. Overman strike. He overman struck down Kenny Omega. He's getting ready for the spear. Is Roman Reigns going to beat Kenny Omega here on Friday Night Smackdown? I would say not, the Jackal says. And if he does beat him, he's lucky to have beat him, the Jackal says. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Roman Reigns. Well, here comes Roman Reigns in the ring now. And now Jimmy Uso coming down and splashed down on Kenny Omega. If that is Jimmy Uso, Michael Cole said. Yeah, it is. Because here's Jay. That's Jimmy. Here's Jay Uso. And now they're in the ring now. And the Fight Lord's saying, hey, that's enough. Stop it. Alright. Let this be a learning to everyone that I am the true world heavyweight fighter. Not that half a shit Kenny Omega who couldn't cut it in WWE. So there you go, you AEW followers and lovers and watchers. Roman Reigns beat your good doer. So go sob yourself to sleep tonight, knowing that the WWE, known as a world heavyweight fighter, and WWE, TWF, the SW, the MWF, beat Kenny Omega, the AEW heavyweight winner. The only grounds to why he is the AEW heavyweight winner, because I wasn't in AEW. If I was, I would beat everyone there too. Paul, end it for them. So, Kenny Omega, you came to the TWF. You said you were so greater than Roman Reigns for a whole year and a half. But for a whole year and a half, your doll was nowhere. Couldn't get you at Walmart, couldn't get you at Target. Had to get you through Amazon for Ringside Gathering. So you got beat by Roman Reigns, the head of the board, the overlord, the king, the Kaiser, the world heavyweight fighter, the kin leader. And Kenny Omega, you can go back and do all that unstraight shit you like to do, that you're known for, and NJPW, and AJPW and AAA and ROH and OVW and PWG, you know, and you're known for IW and AW. I don't really care. That's your own business. Go back to do that. And leave the wrestling and fighting to the grown-ups. Well, that is truly sad that Roman Reigns and Paulie Dangerously said that shit about Kenny Omega here, and how Kenny Omega lost to Roman Reigns here on Friday Night Smackdown, Michael Cole says. But I guess we weren't want to be struck to know that was going to happen. I mean, we didn't think Kenny Omega was going to come in. I mean, we had a wonder that Kenny Omega would come in and live up to his name in AEW, but he didn't really do that, did he? Michael Cole said he did put up a big fight to Roman Reigns. I'll give him that. But at the end of the day, Roman Reigns still beat him. That might be true, Elo has said. Roman Reigns beat Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega put up a big fight to Roman Reigns. But at the end of the day, Roman Reigns beat him. Like it or not, it was a fair fight. No Paulie Dangerously, no Jimmy Uso, no Jay Uso doing bullshit. I'll tell you one thing that Jackal says. On Rampage tomorrow, me and Paulie Dangerously are going to have a talk. I'm going to talk with Kenny Omega, and soon we're going to have Adam Cole, and soon we're going to have James Storm, and soon we're going to have our own offshoot of the team that's in AEW. Yeah, Roman Reigns, you beat Kenny Omega. Great for you. Never said Kenny Omega was unbeatable. You call yourself unbeatable. And I will be there. And by Kenny Omega's side when I watch him become the World Heavyweight Fighter in WWE. And World Heavyweight, world Heavyweight Fighter in TWF. And becoming the gatherer of winnings. Yes, he may have lost the IW heavyweight winnings to Christian Cage, who lost it to Moose, whatever. But he's still the AEW heavyweight fighter. He's still the AAA heavyweight fighter. And at the end of the day, he's still the NJPW heavyweight fighter. And he's held those winnings longer than you, Roman Reigns. And when you lose your world heavyweight winnings, Roman Reigns, to whoever that's going to be in WWE, Kenny Omega will still be the AEW heavyweight fighter. Well, speaking of that, Renee Young now is now going to be talking with Kenny Omega here on Friday Night Smackdown. Alright, Kenneth Omega or Kenny Omega, your first start here in the TWF didn't quite go the way you wanted to go. You're right about that, Renee Young. I came to the TWF believing that I would become the World Heavyweight Fighter. Believing that I would live up to being the gatherer. At least that's what they call me. Once upon a time, I was the IW Heavyweight Fighter. And I'm still the AEW Heavyweight Fighter. And still the AAA Heavyweight Fighter. And at one time I was the longest lording NJPW Heavyweight Fighter. Yes, it's true, I didn't quite make it in WWE, and I spent my time in PW, UPW, OVW, AAA, PWG, ROH, NJPW, IJPW, AEW, and IW. But I'm as a good wrestler that there ever will be. And no one can take that away from me. So you hear me, Roman Reigns? Soon, me and you will fight again. And soon, I will be the World Heavyweight Fighter in the TWF. And as far as Biggie Langston goes, I have a lot of unlook for him. But as far as Seth Rollins thinking he's going to be greater than me, I don't really truly think so. You know? So, when will Adam Cole come? Adam Cole will come sometime in December. But as far as the Young Bucks go, we don't know if we'll ever get their dolls. Adam Cole's coming, and I'll have James Storm by my side, and it's just going to have to be good enough with Adam Cole, Kenny Omega, and James Storm. Well, that was my talk with Kenneth Omega. Back to you, Michael Cole. Thank you, Renee Young. This looks like it is all the time we got here for TWF Friday Night Smackdown. I'm Michael Cole for Elois and the Jackal. We hope you like Friday Night Smackdown, and we'll see you tomorrow for Rampage.